Hi everyone and welcome to Triple M Adventures with Bill. This is part 3 of a newbie setting up a quad for a newbie. And we're going to be looking at Betaflight. Now we're not going to go through the OSD this time, we'll go through that next time. So let's plug our quadcopter into Betaflight. I have just downloaded the latest version. Okay, so let's plug in. And switch over to our computer. There we go. Okay, and connect. I'm far from an expert on this, so I've got the basics down, I think. So we're going to go through each screen. If we flick over, we can see our quadcopter is acting correctly. Let me grab my Jumper T16. Okay.
Disarm motors, acro mode.
Okay, there we go. Then we can get started. Okay, so we're in the setup window. Everything looks okay. Our quadcopter is moving correctly. I didn't change any settings in here. Let's go to the ports. In the ports, I did nothing at all. I just left those as standard. Configuration. Now, there may be people out there who can tell me things that I should change on it, but everything seemed to be okay. Let's take a look at the configuration. As I say, I'm a complete newbie at this, so this is me learning to do this with you guys at the same time. Okay, I personalised it by changing the name to TMA E010S PRO. The craft name. I'm just going through, was there anything else I changed in this screen? I don't think so. Okay, power and battery, I did nothing on. Failsafe, no. PID tuning, I did nothing. I left it exactly as it is because I want to fly it as it came out of the box, just getting it to fly. I just wanted to do the settings that will get it into the air. And plus about PID tuning, I'm way off that yet. I've got a long way to go. Okay, now we are in the receiver. So let's see if we're bound. Okay, there's our throttle and there's our roll. And you can see, let me just pull this up a bit so you can see roll. And we've got pitch. Our pitch is not showing up on the screen. That's interesting. Okay, and then so roll your pitch and throttle. And you can see I set up 3 auxiliary channels. Now, auxiliary 1 is the armed. Auxiliary 2, I set up as the modes. And the third one, I think I set that up on SA. That's the altitude hold. So that was all the basic things I needed to set up to get this to fly. So aux1 is your arming, aux2 is your modes, and aux3 is the altitude hold. All right. Then when I switched over to look at the modes, let me just check my notes. All I had set up was angle and the BARO. So I added in, let's have a look. So I added in angle. And yeah, I don't believe the armed mode wasn't set up. So I set up armed, so you can see. There we go.
Disarm motors, armed. Disarm motors.
And if you're a newbie, you could just literally follow these screens and do exactly what I did here. Then you can see angle.
Angle mode.
There we go. And then we go to horizon mode. And obviously the default is acro. I haven't actually tested that to make sure it works, but I think it is in angle. It is in acro mode when I'm in that mode. Okay, and then you can see the next mode is the BARO, which is the altitude hold.
Altitude hold.
And you can see. Okay, so it turns on the middle switch. Let's have a look down. I think we can hide these. And that was everything I did in the modes. So I was quite surprised that armed wasn't set up because that's obviously important. But from my notes, yeah, only angle and BARO was set up. Right, nothing in adjustments. That may come later. Servos, no. Motors, I did check that they were operating the correct way. I did just do a quick check on that, and everything was good. It was set up out of the box with the motors correctly. OSD. We're not going to go into OSD now. We'll go into that on another video. Sensors. Okay, that's the gyro, and that basically is it. So there wasn't much work to do in here. Obviously, if I go back to the PID tuning, that's the standard settings that you can see on the screen that were supplied with the quad, and it seemed to fly fine. I won't start playing around with that yet because I am really a newbie, so I don't want to start messing with this. I will practice and then play around with the settings to try and get the feel how way I like it. I have done that with the Beta X75. I did play around with that and got it how I felt, but I wanted to leave this exactly as it was. So if you decide to buy this little quad, you'll be able to, and you're a newbie, you'll be able to look at these settings and at least you'll be okay, because it isn't set up out the box. Like, as I said, there was no armed mode, which seems a bit daft. Anyway, so that is it. The next video I'm going to do, let me look at my schedule, is going to be looking at the VTX setup and the OSD. We will go through that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Oh, my Jumper T16 is getting upset. Thanks for watching. Happy flying. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye.